Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Raphinha as the injured Barcelona star sends a message to the fans. He said, "Soon we will be back, stronger than ever." We are going to discuss on that as we progress. And secondly, talking about this report claiming that Barca are inserting special clauses in player contracts to avoid a New York case. We are going to look on that in much detail as well. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very much welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona have had some bad luck with injuries early into the 2023-24 season. New signing Inigo Martinez arrived carrying an injury from last season, while Ronald Araujo and Pedri Gonzalez got injured within the first couple of weeks of this season. Last month saw Frankie de Jong get ruled out for an extended period due to an injury, and days later it was Raphinha who became the latest squad member bound for the treatment tables. Raphinha hurt his thigh during Barcelona's 1-0 win over Sevilla last Friday. The 26-year-old Brazilian international went down on the pitch a little after the half-hour mark, clutching his thigh, was soon taken off with Fermin Lopez replacing him. Barca confirmed over the weekend that the winger had injured his right thigh and was set for a spell out on the sidelines. Now, following his injury, Raphinha has sent out a message on Instagram thanking the fans for their show of love and support, vowing that he will come back stronger. Going by his words, he said, "Well, I would like to say thank you for the love and messages from everyone who has been sending me positive energy. Unfortunately, I'm going to be away for a few weeks, but soon we will be back stronger than ever," Raphinha wrote. After his injury, reports emerged that Raphinha will be out for around 3 to 4 weeks, with the game against Real Madrid in the last week of October being tipped as the date for his return. But recent reports suggest that the Brazilian's recovery is going well, and there is some optimism that he could return to action right after the international break. I hope he does. I really hope he does. Raphinha has been an important player for Barca since he made his move from Leeds United last summer, and we continue to see Raphinha showing his importance this season. Of course, Raphinha, I think this season personally, he's trying to improve to the levels that he had last season. Whenever he enters the pitch, we can see a clear difference. Raphinha always ensures that he makes an impact. He makes an impact. And I think that injury against Sevilla was a big blow for us. It was a big blow for us because Raphinha have shown his importance this season. Of course, we have players in that position, which definitely there is depth in terms of attack. We have players like Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres. I mean, we have players who can play there already. And of course, hopefully, Raphinha should, recover faster, because no matter what, his importance to this team is still very glaring, So we just have to keep fingers crossed and see how far it goes. Raphinha sending that message to the fans on IG. Of course, he really wants to return, and I think it was a great message from him. He'll be back and stronger than ever. Of course, Let's see how it goes for Raphinha. Honestly, we can see that the fact that the schedules of the matches are really choked up, as is always the case for every team. Things like this are always bound to happen. Injuries of players, that is why it is always very, very necessary and very important to have squad depth, as Javi and others have always insisted during the transfer windows. So let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how things go from here on in terms of Rafinha's recovery. Also, we saw Frankie de Jong last week. I mean, it's just terrible. Pedri out for a long time. I mean, the injuries are really, really alarming, and we hope that things shouldn't get worse, but they should get better because we need these players in order to compete for the numerous trophies we have at our disposal. So let's see how it goes for Frankie de Jong, for Pedri, and especially for Raphinha, who has penned a heartfelt message after his latest injury. Then on to the next story of discussion. In December 2022, Manuel Neuer, while on holiday, picked up a severe injury while skiing and has since not been able to make an appearance for Bayern Munich or the German national team. An injury like this has put top clubs on alert who want to avoid losing their players due to dangerous activities such as this, especially during a very difficult fixture schedule. Barca are one of the clubs, as reported by Sport, who have put various clauses in players' contracts in an attempt to prevent such injuries. Gerard Piqué was notorious for pulling up at training and match days on a bicycle, but the club have put a stop to that now. Players are not allowed to use cycles or motorbikes as a commute anymore. Furthermore, they have also banned dangerous recreational activities such as parasailing, skydiving, skating, and of course skiing, among others. Further, a lot of players over the last few seasons, you know, have engaged in padel, a racket sport. Barcelona have decided to put a stop to that as well, as they believe it caused multiple muscle injuries and knocks. These clauses have been extended to the handball, basketball, and the futsal teams as well, and even Barca Athletic. The report explains that this clause has been in action for a long time now, but over time, new activities have been added to it. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.